Tomorrow is a day for us to appreciate our veterans for serving for our country and everything they have done for us. They have risked time with their families to serve for us. They sacrificed their life to make this country a better place for us and our families. Thank you to everyone who has served time for our country. Today and every day, we are grateful for our troops, past, present, and the families that support them. That is why WBNN spoke to some of our students at our school to better understand the experiences in a military family. Take a look.
When your parents are gone fighting for your country, and it's just kind of different because your parent, like my dad, he was gone. He could have died, There was a chance that he wasn't coming home. And that's just something that we have to live with as military kids, but other kids don't understand that.
My dad was in the military. He was in the Marines. His name is Monte Smith.
Well, her name is Angela Weatherholt. She was in the Navy for 6 years. She worked on submarines while she was there for 6 years. So.
It's Dave and Kelly Parsons. They were in the Air Force for 10 and 12 years.
Paul Hedges. He was a staff sergeant. He retired as staff sergeant.
My mom is active duty, and she is a first sergeant in the Army.
Both my parents are in. My dad is a retired lieutenant colonel in the National Guard, and he was a pilot. And my mom is still active, and she's a lieutenant colonel for the National Guard as well, and she does secret intel and then an RPG mission.
I don't have too many friends that had parents that were in the military, so they don't, not that I don't understand, but they just don't understand the situation, I suppose.
It's just kind of hard making connections with friends who don't have parents in the military because they don't understand where we're coming from on certain views. He has obviously PTSD from it, and you have to just be careful with what you do around them because I can't go just wake my dad up sometimes because it'll startle him. So just certain things you have to know not to set off.
It can be difficult. To be honest, when his first tour, I didn't really understand a whole lot because I was still really young. But the second tour, that kind of hit us pretty hard.
People who are in the military with parents, they can't always make big moments in your life. So that's just, I'm thankful that my dad's out now so he can see me graduate high school and go to prom and all this stuff.
I have 2 younger siblings, so there's a lot of the times where it's when both my parents were in, I would be the caretaker or whatever for my siblings. So I'd come home and cook breakfast or dinner or something like that.
Well, it's hard because, they're not always at home, so kind of the oldest will have to step up, kind of take over the house and make sure everything gets done because, you have to be responsible.
I never know where she's going or what she's doing. My mom will have just left for a few months, but I don't know where she's going, and and I can't know. So that's hard because they're well, she'll be back, it's fine. It's not like she's in the Army.
Your parents can't always help you, especially when there's usually just one of them and he's gone.
Yeah, definitely telling your friends those stories are always interesting because you want to see the reaction on their face. For me, my mom was a professional kickboxer in the Navy, so it's kind of terrifying.
They probably think that our homes are boot camps and whatnot. And
Yeah.
my dad,
So
my dad, he's a really buff guy from the military and he still works out and stuff. So it's intimidating, but my dad is the nicest, coolest person ever,
Yeah.
and he's so funny. So just kind of that mentality.
My dad's definitely besides being my dad, he's definitely one of my good friends. So it's I can talk to him and he's not as scary as anybody would think, but.
Besides being in the military, he's really into music. So right now he's just studying music, taking a bunch of music classes. So I think that's really cool.
My mom loves to read and listen to music. She's into all kinds of art. She loves to draw, paint, and very artistic person. So.
And my dad, he's a writer right now. He's writing, so he does that a lot. He pretty much does that all day long, and he loves it. He thinks it's really cool. He's got his own little setup, so he's just really involved in that right now.
She's a pretty laid-back person.
She says that her and my dad are going to get an RV and they're going to travel for a little bit, and then once they're back they're going to open up a bakery so she can cook and stuff.
My dad and my mom, they lived in California, and that's where he was stationed at the Edwards Air Force Base. So I was born in California.
I'm originally from Florida, and I was born on Eglin Air Force Base, so that's pretty cool.
She's been just about everywhere.
Yeah.
She was stationed in California and went just about everywhere.
Yeah, okay, I was born in North Carolina, and then I went to Pennsylvania, then Alabama, then Massachusetts, California, Massachusetts again, Tennessee, and then New Hampshire, and then I'm back in Tennessee now.
Just the time she served and what, like I said earlier, the influence it has on me because I want to go in now.
He came home with, I think, almost all of his people. I think he only lost like one or two, which is pretty good for where he was. I'm just proud that he got back with most of his people.
And just the fact that I know he would do anything. If there was a time of need in this country, he would do anything to try and get back in and help and stuff like that. So that's really cool.
It just makes me really proud to say that my dad like served this country. It's just a really like humbling thing to say.
I think it's just more that she can do it, and she did it managing with me because I'm a lot to handle. I think it's just impressive that she can do all that, handle all the stress that comes along with it, and still manage to like keep her composure and get everything that she needs to done.
The selflessness that they have to be able to do that, to put others, like, to have the like love for other people that they don't even know, to be able to put them first, like even sometimes like above their family, to like knowing that they have to leave their family or like miss a birthday or something, but still being able to do that and like have the strength to go out and do that just because they want others to live a life that's so amazing. So